Welcome back to the third segment, the final segment of the ILFL Soccer Nights. As we've seen, we've done the Vets League Cup draw just before the break. As I mentioned before, it's going to be updating our system by tomorrow. If you can just have a look at the tables, the Premiership, if I can show the slide on the screen, we can see in the Premiership, London Tigers Vets on top with 15 points, Weavers Vets second place with 14, and with the quite a long margin of points. Bromley Legends third with 9 points, Abu Hani Vets on 8 points, and others to follow. Again, Ajmal, it just shows the strength of two teams at the moment in time, really, to be honest. London Tigers Vets and Weavers Vets leading the way in the Premiership. It's surprising that other teams are not close, they seem quite far away with the points-wise.
Yeah, I do agree with you in terms for now, but they are opening up a 5-point lead, you know, between Bromley and Weavers. So the two teams do look like they are actually sort of like leading the way. But, you know, we were saying it before, I think there is a long season, so I do think that Weavers will drop points. Bromley, Abu Hani, they will pick up points as well. So even though it looks massive now, Rash, you know, 5 points, I do think that those points will be eaten up quite quickly.
Can I ask the question, is it another title for London Tigers? Because they seem to be just scraping through and getting results, whereas others fail to do that.
So far, there is a lot of consistency with London Tigers. But in the Premiership, the other teams are really, really good. When I've watched some of the games, you know, the other teams can beat London Tigers on their day. I do think London Tigers will drop some points. I do think they will drop some points going forward.
We'll wait and see if Ajmal's prediction come true. Let's look at the first division, if we can have this slide on the screen. G7, even though they lost the game, they're still on top with 13 points. ELS Vets closed that gap to 2 points with 11 points. And in third place, we have both Workhouse Vets and FC Bondu and St. Catherine's with 8 points. Again, it shows that Division 1 is more competitive. There's only a few points between the top 5 sides. A win or loss here, it can all change.
Yeah, I mean, I've played most of the teams, you know, in that division, but I do think that the top 3 will actually sort of expand the lead. Rash, to be honest, I think G7, ELS, and Workhouse, they will start sort of like picking up more and more points, and then you'll see the other teams sort of like the FC Bondu, the St. Catherine's, the Hawk and Eagles sort of fighting it in between. I could see them really sort of like taking a massive lead.
Okay, and the last one is the second division. If you can have a look at the slide on the screen, it shows London Legends. They're on top with 13 points. Bone Masters B on 12 points. Hawk and Eagle Vets B on 10 points. Sire Vets on B on 8 points. Again, similar to Division 1, they're quite more closer in terms of points one, so things can change within the next couple of weeks. I know Hawk and Eagle B got a game in hand, also Elite, Workhouse Elite game in hand. So again, I think both first and second divisions are a bit more competitive compared to the Premiership.
Totally agree. I think there's more teams in the second division that's going to be scrapping it out much more. I reckon there'll be about 5 or 6 teams actually scrapping it out. It's going to get more and more tighter once the season sort of like carries on.
Okay, if we can have a look at the fixtures for this coming Thursday, the Premiership Division, it's Abu Hani Vets versus Stepney Legends, Bowman Masters versus Weavers Vets, London Tiger Vets versus Sire Vets, and Mohammedan Vets versus Bromley Legends. And the first division, FC Bondu versus ELS Vets, Hawk and Eagle, Ajmal's team playing Revive Legends, St. Catherine's Vets versus G7 FC, Workhouse Vets versus Riverside Vets. Again, all teams have the potential to beat each other, so we'll see what happens on the day. And it's Division 2, Bowman Masters B versus Sire Vets B, E1 Legends versus Workhouse Elites, Hawk and Eagle Vets B versus London Legends, and Riverside Vets B versus East FC. Those are the fixtures going to be played this coming Thursday between 8 to 10 p.m. at Mabley Green. Now, if we can go back and just to discuss the forthcoming fixtures for our Sunday League, if I can just get it right. In the Premiership, we got Ace versus Robin Hood Tigers. Again, Ace know they have to win in order to keep the pressure and stay away from the other 3 teams that are chasing them for the title. Hawk and Eagle have a crunch game against St. Catherine's. We need to discuss that before we go any further. What a game. Obviously, both teams fighting relegation. This is not just a 3-point, this is massive. I won't even say 6, I would say like 10 points, to be honest, because the winning, again, draw is not good enough for teams. 3 points must for both teams, and obviously you're the manager for Hawk and Eagle. this must be, you know, do or die.
Well, we got beaten by them last time round, so you know, I don't like using the word revenge, but you know, I think we do have to turn up and make sure that we don't, you know, perform like we did last time. But what you're saying is absolutely spot on. It's massive in terms of points wise, but the other thing to consider as well is the games are running out. So with this game, if we don't beat, say, for example, St Catherine's, you know, even a draw won't be good enough for us. So we need to actually create a gap between the two teams that's below us, and St Catherine's is just, I think, a point behind us. So we need to actually raise.
The other fixture I'm looking at, Ashak, is the Reach Out versus Stepney. Obviously, Stepney losing yesterday to Bowen. No, in order for them to have a chance for the title, they have to get 3 points against Reach Out. A loss or draw, that means they'll be out. It'll be between the other three teams.
Yeah, I mean, look, Reach Out not in a good form at the moment.
But they can. They are one of the teams, one of the best teams in terms of football-wise, and they did get a win yesterday. Be it not in best performance, but they're grinding out results.
They can scrap a result. You're absolutely right, but it'll be a vital game that whoever wins, I think, they got the title. If they lose, I think that is it for them.
Stepney can't afford to lose because they've got the 3 points to catch up. Reach Out, obviously, they need to keep the pressure on Ace by getting the points. Yes, they played extra games than Ace and Bowman and Stepney, but if you get the points, then it's job done already, and it puts the pressure on other teams. So the two fixtures I'm looking at is Reach Out versus Stepney. That should be a cracking game, and so much depending on the result. And Ace versus Robin Hood Tigers. Now, that for me, Ace have to show that they've got the tenacity, the desire to go for the title, because Robin Hood Tigers, as we discussed before, when they turn up, they're not an easy team to beat. They're a very good footballing side.
No, you're absolutely right. I spoke to Ace manager yesterday, and they knew yesterday it was just a bonus game. He didn't expect them to be where they were yesterday, so he knows that next week against Robin Hood is a vital game, and they have to bounce back from a loss. They can't take too much from the game they lost yesterday. They just got to brush that to the side and then focus on the league. And I know Ace manager, I spoke to him, he said he really wants to focus on the league and he wants to win it. So good luck to him.
Okay, so good luck to all those Premiership sides this coming Sunday. The First Division fixtures is AMY versus Bedette, Spirit versus PYO, Stepney B versus Arsenal. I know the division has been decided. Obviously, we've got the Red Coat as champions. They won the division. These are the games still need to be fulfilled. Obviously, there's positions and a league table to fulfill. And the important match is the League Cup semi-final. Now, we know Bowman are already in the final, and it's going to be on the 26th of March at Marlin Stadium. Who will join them? Now, we've got Bromley versus Redcoat. Redcoat, Division 1 champions. They're already in the Challenge Cup final. This is a massive game for both teams, because Bromley, being Bromley, obviously you've got your association with Bromley Shack. Massive club, not done too well in the league. Okay, they went to the semi-final of the Champions Cup, but this is a chance to get the finals. They need a silverware.
This is a crunch game. This is a really important game for them, especially the fact that they lost yesterday in the semi-finals. This is the game that they have to win, and it's not going to be easy. I spoke to Abdul Hamid last week, and he was asking me how the Red Coat was, because he knew I was refereeing the game. And the Red Coat they're not going to be easy. They'll be hard to beat, and they're physical.
They didn't get to the semi-final. They actually beat likes of Ace en route to get. So they've got the experience, they've got the caliber.
But what I must add to you, Hashem, yesterday they did lose against Shakespeare, but the physical aspect, Bromley doesn't have the physical aspects, and that's what the weakness is for Bromley. And if Red Coat people are watching, I've done their homework for them, because they physically will win, and Bromley like to play football, so it's between strength and playing football.
But as I have to get you, Bromley is a Premiership side, an established team for over 25 years, got the history, they've been successful, a big club. To be playing against Redcoat, the pressure must be on Bromley, not on Redcoat.
Absolutely, but when I watched Redcoat play yesterday, they looked like a Premiership side. So in my opinion, they could compete with any of the Premiership teams. It will be a cracking game. It will be, for example, experience, wisdom of Bromley against the power, the pace of Redcoat. Who would win? I would hate to call on that one.
Obviously, guys, you have to always make a decision. Can Bromley get to the final?
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
Of course they can.
Ajmal, as easy as that, as Shakil is very confident.
Shaq's very confident. I would say Redco. I think that, yeah,
Okay.
I'm going opposite of Shaq because of when I saw them play, the power and the pace I saw them playing, and you know, against Arsenal.
Plus, I think the fact that Redco would play with the freedom thinking that they're the underdogs. They've got nothing to lose. They're already the league Division 1 champions. They already got final to play in the Challenge Cup. This would be like icing on the cake to have two finals in one season. That would be a massive achievement.
Well, you hear on the nail, confidence breeds confidence. You know, if you're already in a final, if you're already sort of league champions, your confidence is sky high. You will think that you could beat any team in the world. You bring, you know, the Premiership champions, they'll still think they could beat them. And I think that kind of confidence will actually just slightly shade it against Bromley.
Okay, so there you have it, the semi-final, Bromley versus Redcoat. Who's going to join Beaumont in the final itself? Final itself, as I said before, is on the 26th of March on Sunday at Marlin Stadium. So if you're free, if you want to come and join those two teams, we'll see who joins. Obviously, the pressure is on Bromley. Good luck to both teams. Other forthcoming fixtures. I know, just to let the viewers know, we are also on the third week of March. I think it's the 27th of March. We're going to be doing a special show because we are in partnership with the Mayor, doing the Mayor's Cup. Obviously, next week we'll give you more information. We will be conducting draws and giving information. There will be a special guest attending for the Mayor's Cup on the 27th of March on ILFL Soccer Night. So stay with us on that show. Other projects, as well, we've got the Super Cup on the 16th of April.
Yep.
It's an open tournament for all teams. There's no restrictions for location or ethnicity. It's an open tournament. First 16 slots will be given to anyone who applies for it. It's a one-day tournament. It's a league format, the knockout stages. And then we've got the Legends Cup on the 30th of April. Against the 11-a-side Vets tournament. Again, it's open to all. So if you're a Vets team or an adult team, get in touch with us. There's two major tournaments. This is the 4th year of the Unity Cups under the banner for the Legends Cup and Super Cup. And also, we'll be discussing further in the next couple of weeks for the UK BFC. That will be taking place on 23rd of April in Northampton. There are teams already been sent invitations, so hopefully in the next 2 weeks we should be able to give you more concrete information of the teams participating. The preliminary rounds and knockout stages will be taking place on the 23rd at Northampton. It's a tournament for all teams representing different towns and cities throughout UK. So that will be a fantastic tournament to look forward to. So we've got the Mayor's Cup coming up very soon. It's going to be the first week of April. Then we've got the Super Cup on the 16th of April. The 23rd is the UK BFC. And the 30th is the Legends Cup. And in the next couple of weeks, we should be giving you more information of the Summer League. We've done it in the 3 years. It's increasing by numbers. It's a tournament for teams to try out new players, keep players fit. I know you played in the Summer League yourself in the last couple of years.
Yeah, I played and managed it with the Hawk and Eagle. It's brilliant because the games are shorter, 16 minutes, so it's a nice, and you know, for people to come and watch as well, you can see one game after the other as well, straight away, so you can see 3 or 4 games. It's a brilliant day out.
It's a good idea to obviously try out new players and keep the players fit, so that 3-4 months you know not having no football, etc. So it's a good way, and it's excellent. So if this team interested, or if your team wants to play in a Summer League, we will give you information. If you want to discuss, please get in touch with us through our website, and we'll give you more information. As we come to the end of the show, I've got some shout-outs to give out. Amira from Hackney, Mahdi, Majid and Maher said they loved watching the show. They think their dad is the best manager in the world. Obviously, we'll have to see because he's fighting for relegation at the moment in time. If the Hawk and Eagles start flying, good luck to Amira and Mahdi and the other two brothers. Another shout out to Zayan and Mr. Armani from Newbury Park. They love watching the show and they're London Tigers fans. And a congratulations to Shofi and beautiful Taslima for getting married 2 weeks ago. Hopefully that's working out well for you guys. We're coming to the end of the show. My thanks to the guys behind the green room for all the technical aspects. My thanks to Ajmal and Shakil for giving us all the punditry and all the analysis on the games. We will be back next week, further ado. So stay healthy, stay safe, and we'll see you next week at the show. Good night.